Okay, it is time for lesson 85 home practice. Read the word. Seed, seed. Meat, meat. Sleep, sleep. East, east. Beam, beam. Lean, clean. Mun, mun. Money. Jer, C, Jersey, Jersey. So we have kid, knee, kidney. Okay, now we're going to try writing these words. First, we're going to spell seed. Say the sounds to yourself. Seed. E in this word, it's going to be an EE. Seed. If you used EA, you just tell yourself, okay, actually this one's going to be EE. So think of another way to spell that sound. All right, now we're going to spell meat. Meat. E. And this is meet like I will meet you at the playground. And in this meet, like meet you at the playground, it's an EE. Meat. When you spell it with an EA, that's meat like the kind that you eat. All right, next is sleep. So say the sounds, sleep. And now we're going to say the sounds while we write it. Sleep. Sleep. Okay. Now we're going to practice words with EA spelling the E sound. So the first one is east. So say the sounds east. So E, east, east. Next is beam. So B, E, M. Beam. And then clean. So clean. All right. And now we're going to practice the EY at the end of two-syllable words. So money, money, E. Let's spell each syllable. Mun. Sounds like a U. It's going to be spelled with an O. Mun. And then E. EY. Money. Now we're going to spell Jersey. Jersey. So E-R. And then the second syllable is Z. It sounds like Z. There's two ways to spell the Z sound in this word. It's going to be spelled with an S, not a Z. Z-E-E-Y. Jersey. And the last one that we're going to spell is kidney. Kidney. So kid, We have id, kid. Now the second syllable, ni, n-e, n-e, e-y at the end of a two-syllable word. All right, nice. Next, we're going to look at our irregular words. So read this word to yourself. So I see above, above. We've got that scribal O. We haven't seen that in a while. Of. So that O is saying the sound. And then we have this A at the beginning that's actually turned into its schwa sound, above. So you might sound it out and say above, which would let you recognize the word. But you know that when we really say it, we say that is above my head. Okay, we say it's above. All right, let's look at what's unexpected here. So the A is making that schwa sound, the b, the O is saying v, and then there is an E there. This shows a heart there, but I have told you that no words in English end with just a V, so there's always an E there. So for you, that may not be unexpected. You might know it ended with a V, but I'm going to have to put an E there. So that may be a rule that you already know. Let's try spelling it. You don't have to write it if you don't want to, but we're going to try spelling it. So above, it's going to be an A, that's a heart part, ab. Above, that's that O, above. And then we're going to end it with that E. Okay. And next, read the word. So this word is among, ung. So what's unexpected here? We've got an A saying M says I expect that. I don't expect that. And then NG saying ng. So I do expect that. Whoops, grabbed the wrong tool. So let me grab my arrow. So there we go. We have the A saying is unexpected. We have the O saying also unexpected. Although we're starting to see that a lot in words, so it's not completely a surprise, but it's still something we have to remember by heart. Okay, let's go ahead and spell among. It's going to be that A. Ng. Ng, of course, is that NG, among. Okay. And now we're going to make some words. And we're going to start out by making the word meet. And this is meet like I will meet you at the playground. So sound it out and find your letters. Meet. It's going to be an M. E. E is a vowel team, so I see it here in the pinks, and here's the EE. That's the one I'm going to use for this kind of meat. If you used EA, you were spelling meat like the kind of meat that you eat. Just switch it out. Meat and a T. Okay. Now I want you to turn meat into beet, and this is beet like a vegetable beet. Meat into beet. So I have eat, and I want eat. So I'm going to switch the M to a B. And now I have eat. Okay, next I'm going to change the B to an F. And the new word is feet. Feet. And finally, I want you to turn feet into sheet. Sheet. Okay, so to make I need to use a digraph. Those are green on this board, so I'm going to grab a green and I have sheet. All right, now we're going to start over. So put these back. We're going to now spell using the other way to spell E, which is the EA, the other way we've learned. Okay, so we learned EY also, but that's at the end of a 2-syllable word. So we're focusing on 1-syllable words right now. I want you to start by spelling the word eat. Okay, so we're going to need the EA to make E, and then T, eat. Good. Now I want you to change the T, change the T to a CH and read that new word. And the new word is each. And of course, pause the video if I'm going too fast. It's really important that you work these words one at a time and that you're actually moving the words and thinking about it. That's what helps grow your brain. So please do pause the video whenever you need to. All right, now we're going to turn each into peach. And to do that, we need to add a P in the front. So we're going to spell that with a P. And now I have P, each, peach. And now I want you to change the P to an R and read the new word. Reach. All right. And now we're going to do some sentences. The first sentence is, your bag is above the seat. So say it with me. I'll make the lines, you make the lines, and we'll repeat the sentence. Your bag is above the seat. And now you can start spelling it. If you want to, you can pause the video, spell it completely on your own, and then press play and see how you did, or you can work with me. Okay, the first word is your, ye. Of course, it's a Y, ye, or. This is a heart word, and or is spelled or, like that in this word. Your bag. B. Hag. Okay. Your bag is. Your bag is above. Of. This was a heart word we just worked on. Spelled A. B. Above. And we have to end with that E. Your bag is above the. Your bag is above the seat. E is going to be that EA. Seat. Good. If you spelled seat with an EE, you can give yourself a pat on the back. You used your sounds to spell it. The way you spelled it makes sense. Turns out in this one, the E is spelled EA, not EE. But like I've told you in class, there's no good rule to remember when you use which one. You learn the difference by practicing them over and over again until your brain starts to remember which one you use in which words. So for right now, if you spelled it S-E-E-T, you are using your sounds and you are practicing and you are growing your brain. So that's great. Okay, let's go ahead and rewrite it neatly. Your bag is above the seat. And period. Okay. Next, we're going to write, I see a turkey among the chickens. I see a turkey among the chickens. So let's repeat it while we make our lines. I see a turkey among the chickens. Okay, ready? I see E, and this is going to be an EE. There is another way to spell C. You can spell it S and then use the EA. That kind of C is like the ocean. This kind of C is like you see with your eyes. No good way to remember which is which. It just takes practice until your brain gets the hang of it. I see a turkey. T-er-e. So first syllable tur. In this case, the is going to be spelled U-R. Turk. And so the next syllable is keek. And then E at the end of a two-syllable word, we're going to use an EY. I see a turkey among. We just practiced that word, among. So first syllable is a. That's going to be spelled with the A, making the schwa sound. Now we're going to do mung. It's that O. Remember that heart part. Among. There's that NG for ng. I see a turkey among the, and then chickens. Chick-ens. Chick, chick. And now we're going to do ends. Ends. I see a turkey among the chickens. Now we're going to rewrite it neatly. I see a turkey among the chickens. Chickens. Great. I see a turkey among the chickens. And that is the end of your home practice for lesson 85. Thanks for practicing.